Bachelor Season 2, Episode 2. I am Peju Bamgboshe Roethlisberger.
Hi everyone, and I'm Naomi Bamgboshe.
And let's talk the Golden Bachelor of Season 2. Thank you guys. Before we begin, don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe. We want to know your thoughts on this last episode and everything to do with the Golden Bachelor Season 2. Ma, we always like to start everything off with a toast. I guess we're going to toast to the evicted ladies. You want to say evicted ladies?
Okay.
Okay.
Is that how we refer to the ladies that are no longer there?
Well, they're not evicted.
How about like the ladies who did not get a rose? The ladies who did not receive a rose.
Okay.
Does that sound better?
That sounds
okay. To
great.
all the beautiful, talented ladies who are no longer with us, we have enjoyed you, though your stay was very brief, and good luck moving forward.
Okay.
Salud.
Salud. Okay. Now, we're going to title this Dating Multiple Women is Emotionally Challenging. Mel Owens, he was having some time. He was having a rough time, supposedly. Now, his famous fumbled words came back to haunt him. He continues to apologize for his awkward statement about preferring to date women ages 45 to 60. A lot of the women came at him this episode because of that. There was a whole lot of things going on. There was a big group date, and the big group date was all about a roast, the roast of Mel. Some of it was funny, and some of it was a little bit uncomfortable. Now, Amy, I don't know what Amy was doing, Ma. Wasn't she supposed to be roasting Mel?
Is that the one who didn't roast him at all?
Right. She was roasting herself.
But she was funny.
She was funny.
Yeah, but
she
did not roast Mel. Right?
She did not. No, not at all. Monica B, she was pretty funny. She says that you're like a classic car, strong, sexy, and don't go over 60. I thought that was funny. Cheryl said, you remind me of a Detroit-style pizza, crusty, cheesy, and square. That was pretty good. But I don't know. I don't really know what my thoughts are on this date. To me, it was just more entertainment. Did you get anything out of it?
In the first place, I would hardly call that a date of any sort.
Right.
It was just the ladies performing their roast. Mm-hmm. And some of the stuff was hysterical and some not so funny at all. Mm-hmm. What I did not like, which was once again very predictable, the winner, quote unquote, was the one who rammed her tongue down his throat in the swimming pool.
Nicolle.
Yeah.
Good idea you mentioned that. Nicolle was called out earlier in the episode by Terry. Terry said that Nicolle had been monopolizing Mel's time, and obviously Nicolle was the one who was like really making out with Mel in the pool.
Right. Nicolle was the one who was very overtly sexual, even almost aggressively sexual toward Mel. Mm-hmm. And obviously that appealed to him on some level because he chose her as the winner, like I said, quote unquote, of the roast, meaning that, seemingly her jokes were the funniest. I take issue with that. They were not. But he wanted to go out with her.
Okay, so he did have a private dinner with Nicolle, and they talked about, their past relationships. Nicolle had been married twice. I don't know if Nicolle has any kids or not.
I don't know either.
She didn't mention that. Mel said he was only married once, and he says that he was married for 25 years.
He said altogether.
Altogether. I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure what that meant either. Maybe he counted the 2 or 3 years it took for the divorce.
Yeah,
I don't know,
the separation or something.
Yeah, but he said altogether 25 years.
Right. And, so they talked. All I saw between them was that he has a certain thing that he's going for as far as the physical type, and she was overly sexual.
Yeah, maybe sexual chemistry. And she kept on giggling and kissing him. Mm-hmm. Multiple kisses, and in between the kisses was just a bunch of silly giggling. Little conversation, but not much.
I didn't like the chemistry between them. It just seemed, very superficial.
Absolutely, I'm in total agreement. Okay.
And then we had a one-on-one date, and that woman was with Debbie. Debbie is 65, and she's never been married. And she was happy to go on this date. They did they had a private chef, Ludo, if everybody remembers the chef Ludo. He's been on ABC on other shows before. And she did touch his butt. I did see her, doing that
very gently.
But not in a very, overly inappropriate way. More cute type flirting.
Right.
Well, she did get emotional, and she said that she was going to remember this experience for the rest of her life. I like Debbie, but I just don't know if Mel is going to be her shining knight in armor. Is that how you say it? Knight in shining armor. Yeah. Right? I don't think that he's going to be that person for her. I don't know.
I thought that she seemed, what's her name? Debbie?
Debbie, yes.
Yeah, I thought Debbie seemed quite a bit more polished and classy than Nicolle.
Oh, of course.
But to me, she's also a huge red flag. Because at 65, you never took the time to be married. Why? Did you really want to be married? Now, if you tell me you're 65... Yeah, well, she chose that. If you tell me at 65, if you say to me, I chose my career... I didn't really believe in marriage. Now that I'm older, I find that I've changed, and that career life is no longer my priority, and I want a partner. I guess we're supposed to assume all those things, but to me, she comes off like her career was just so all-consuming. She just didn't have time for marriage, and we all know that people have multiple careers and multiple marriages.
Well...
She's a big red flag.
Well, and then the career path the field that she's in is a field of physical fitness, and that's not necessarily anything in which you're devoting your life to, where it's like, oh, I'm saving lives.
It's not like she's a doctor or a surgeon, right?
So, I mean, I get where you're coming from. I do like her, but I do see the red flags.
Yeah.
But I also see them with Nicolle. So, I see red flags on my screen. The whole screen is red.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah. I see red flags with both of them for very different reasons.
Okay.
But between the two, I would think the most serious date, the date with the most potential, I would think would probably be Debbie.
Yeah. That's what I would think.
Yeah. Maybe not, but that's the way I'm looking at it. Okay. And Debbie is definitely nowhere near as sexually aggressive as Nicolle, for sure. I don't think any of them are.
No.
But certainly not Debbie.
Okay, so moving on, they had a special guest from season 1, Kathy and Susan. They popped up, and they had like a little pajama party, and we do know that there was a vibrator involved. That part was really funny.
The girls all were gifted vibrators.
Yes, that was really funny. And then they mentioned, and they played the game Never Have I Ever. And Jerry revealed that she was a member of the Mile High Club, and some people were shocked, and, whatever. It is what it is. That club has been around for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that was just a little something that was cute that they threw in. Now, Sydney is becoming a little bit possessive. She had a little private little kiss with Mel, and she's jealous and upset seeing him with others, and she didn't expect to have these kind of feelings early. So, I don't know.
Cindy was very annoyed with Nicolle.
Yes.
When Nicolle planted that kiss on Jerry.
Right.
Yeah, she had a lot to say about it. She was very annoyed. Well, Cindy needs to slow her roll, okay?
Yeah,
there's a house full of women and one man, so she needs to fall back. She knows the name of the game she's playing. It's
way too early for her to get that invested. But then again, I don't know how much time they have.
Hey, guess what? To me, it's not even a matter of too early. To me, it's a matter of you don't need to go there, period. You just wasting your time going there and making yourself seem foolish. Yeah, not a good move.
So we do know that Debbie, and we know that Nicolle both received roses earlier in the episode.
Okay.
So now 4 women were going to be eliminated.
Right, of the 11 left.
It was 13 left.
Yeah, I'm taking out the 2 that
Oh,
already
you talking
got
about
the
2
roses.
already got
Right,
the roses.
right.
My bad. Right.
Yeah.
So eliminated was Terry. And I like Terry. Terry was the 71-year-old that didn't look 71.
Right.
And I think she was a dentist with the puppet. I liked her, but I guess she was a little bit too serious for Mr. Mel.
Whatever. No, she wasn't too old. She was just too serious.
She was, yeah.
She was very attractive looking. She did not look her stated age.
Look her, no.
Yeah.
Amy, well, Amy was funny, but Amy, you couldn't really take her serious, though. To me, she was just a big goofball and up there for entertainment. I didn't think that he would really take her serious. And she was the full-time mom.
Yeah. When you come up with that kind of resume at 62 years old, come on.
Right. Monica B, she was the flight attendant, and she was funny, but I didn't really see chemistry between them.
No, nor did I. But I'm glad she had a chance to be on television. She was very pleasant.
Right.
Okay.
Monica P, I don't even remember Monica P except she was a blonde. Her personality gave nothing.
Right.
So...
And, let's be honest, most of these women, these early eliminations, those individuals mostly are just a blur.
Right.
Because they're on and off so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that was it. So, moving forward, we're going to see where things go, because it looks like there's going to be some teasing of, who's really here, to be a wife, or who's really here because they want to be an influencer. And it looks like he has second thoughts about who he may have chosen, and goes and does like a 180 or 360, however you want to say it. Well,
let's say a 180 if he's going to do something different.
Do something different is a 180, right?
Yeah.
Right. 360.
We don't know if it's a 360. Come back where he started. We don't know. Yeah. It could be either or. What I would like to see is him show more personality, and like I said, he's, I'm still looking at him sideways. Because of what he said. So let's see how he proceeds with these young ladies. As far as the ladies, have fun with it. Enjoy yourself and have fun with it. And my advice, and probably the way most of them are thinking, I hope, is don't take it too seriously. Shout out to Dr. Vivi from a few seasons back on Married at First Sight.
Okay.
When she first said it, I thought she was cynical, and she said it and smiled, and then I thought about it, and I kept watching and kept watching.
That's different,
and
because those people were actually married.
I understand the show.
So that's different.
I understand that show is different. I'm saying apply it to all of these shows. You don't need to come across like Cindy, No, well, that's how I feel about it. I feel like, let's see. That doesn't mean that you won't come up.
Anything else that stood out in the episode?
Doesn't mean that you won't come up with somebody who is really significant in your life. Doesn't mean that you won't find a partner.
Not that you.
What it means is enjoy it along the way.
Anything else that you found that stood out in the episode that we may have missed?
I don't know. Was there anything that you...
I'm trying to think. It was a pretty straightforward episode. It wasn't really anything that stood out too much to me. I still am not really liking Mel, and I think that's an issue.
Yeah, well, the ladies are truly the stars this time. So far, the ladies have overall, the ladies have very good personalities.
And like you said, there's no real group date.
Yeah, because
before
to me, this whole concept of a group date is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is absolutely ridiculous. I don't see where, at least they didn't show us, the viewing audience, where he had one-on-one time with all of those women. They were just on the stage performing.
Right.
So, how you referring to that as a date is beyond me. I don't know. But that was the date. There was nothing else. Right?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was his interaction
That
with
was-
all the ladies who performed the roast.
Yeah.
And they referred to that as a group date. So, you know, he had a couple one-on-one dates that were interesting. That's it. Now, those I would refer to as dates.
As dates, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you know, that's the episode. I'm still not feeling it like I did last season, but let's see. Let's keep it moving. There's
I
still way
think-
more show left.
Yeah, I think some sparks are going to fly.
I'm sure.
I think some things
I'm
are
sure.
going to happen because those ladies are full of personality
Mm-hmm.
and imagination and talent and energy. And I think that we're going to see some sparks flying in a very controversial way. I think it's a creeper, a little bit of a sleeper, and then it's going to explode. That's my prediction.
Okay. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back. I'll be back with another update the day before the episode airs. And then, of course, we always do our update after the episode airs. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. Let's Talk Golden Bachelor Season 2. We will see you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out full episodes of the Bamgboshe